being smart by having all those people as clients? Me. But guess who couldn't afford the $100 haircuts in 2007, 2008? Them. So guess what happened? I started looking for other opportunities, and there's an old saying: when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And a friend of mine introduced me to an individual that he just blew my mind because he was making six figures from home. He did what he wanted to do, when he wanted to do it, with who he wanted to do it with. And he showed it was through this business called relationship marketing, network marketing. And so me as a hairstylist, I was like, like I said, 23 years old, purple hair down to my nose. I don't know how to do this thing, but they plugged me into a system. Just like McDonald's. Why can a McDonald's be $1 million franchise that's run by 16 and 17-year-olds, but it spits off millions of dollars of cash flow every single year? Why? Because they have a system. We all know when we walk in, what's on the left? The fry machine. What's on the right? The shake machine, right? So there's a system to the success in network marketing, relationship marketing. And that's what we're excited to launch this year with, guys. We're so excited to bring you this information. And because of that, over a few short years, I was able to build a full-time residual income with network marketing, and then build into the millions of dollars, and then help over 150 people earn a 6 and 7-figure income as well. My last organization did over $500 million with a B dollars in organizational sales in 7 years. Now, I don't say that to toot my own horn. I just say, if this 23-year-old kid with purple hair down to my nose, proof's on the left side of your screen right there, okay, that you can do it too. But you got to plug in. You got to be a part of this system. And so today's theme, we're going to move in through the initial parts of the system, but then we're going to go into today's theme, okay? So our team vision is in the next 2 years, we will help create 3 million jobs for people around the globe as a Suponic family, as a S Nation family. As Team Elite, we are committed to helping people create financial independence who have a burning desire, that are working the 7 steps to success, and that are willing to be coached. Mr. AC Green knows how important coaching is, right? This will be accomplished by gamers and marketers sharing the Suponics trifecta of esports, blockchain technology, and the business opportunity. Now, as we're putting this PowerPoint together, one of my good friends, one of my best friends, and people that I've been hashing back and forth with, Rudy Salai, I said, what's the vibe of this thing? And he said, look, dude, we lock arms, we build together, we rise together, and no one gets left behind. And I was like, woo! That's got to go on the PowerPoint, bro, because that's incredible. That's what this thing's all about, man. 23-year-old kid, purple hair down to his nose. No way I could have been successful without someone building that bridge and saying, hey, dude, if I did it, you can do it too. Come across with me and let me show you how. So I'm going to show you how in these next few slides, okay? So everything that we do is built on a philosophy, right? They say you got to have a philosophy on how you do things, right? That's how you do the hows. The hows are actually pretty simple in this type of business to be successful. But how you do the hows is going to penetrate and build. It's going to build a wall around us to bring the people that we want inside this kingdom and keep the ones that we don't outside, right? We want to have a philosophy in how we build our business. And so we put out a questionnaire to the field, to all the top leaders. We said, what's the number one thing you want to experience in your S Nation business? And they said, we want to have fun. This is a gaming business. This is a crypto business, man. We want to game more. We want to play more gaming tournaments. We want to connect with others, and we want to share our business. I said, right on. I'm a fun guy. You should see me in Cabo someday down the road when we all have, our shots, right? Number 2, personal growth. One of the most important foundations of your business. Here's the thing. We strive for progress, not perfection. We all know, perfection creates analysis till paralysis, right? We're always trying to figure out what we're doing and what we're not doing, and then we don't do anything. So we're just trying to get 1% better a day, quality over quantity. We just want to do the right thing. We want to do it perfectly each day as the best that we can. And those compounded over time are going to build a foundation to build us a kingdom and to build the financial freedom that you're looking for you and your family. Number 3, service to others. Help a new partner get started right. This thing's all about getting started right, okay? Did you know that 80% of how you prospect someone, or 80% of how you go out there and train your team, is how they go out there and duplicate the business? This business is all about duplication, creating an army of people going out there saying the same thing, doing the same thing, listening to others' dreams, Go into your team, listen to their goals, care about their goals just as much as you care about yours, right? And plugging them into this new Team Elite 7 system, right? Number 4, be authentic. Be yourself. We accept all walks of life here at S Nation Team Elite, all right? Speak your truth. Be who you are. We're going to just show you the path that we built for success and bring all the right tools that, that we can to you to make sure that you're successful as long as you're following the system, right? Number 5, be excited and be positive. I don't have to tell you excitement's contagious, right? Hopefully my energy and excitement transfers you a little bit, light a little fire under you so you go to work after this, right? Make yourself some money. And when that money shows up, guess what? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're like, that felt good. I'm going to go talk to more people. Right? So we do that same thing. So we want to be a positive, always positive. Challenges are always there, right? I promise you, if you go leave your challenges in the kitchen, they'll be there when you get there, when you get back. So always bring a positive attitude here, right? Bring challenges, if you have challenges, to your upline support, never to your team. It only takes one drop of poison to poison the well, right? You want your team to be excited and positive and moving forward like you. Challenges are brought to people that have the experience and that are here to help you move past those things that you're finding, kinks in the road with, okay? Number 6, dream big. You know what's so cool about this industry? I had a dream as a hairstylist. I was 23 years old. But how many of us at 30, 35, 40 turn that dream machine off because we got college debt, we got credit cards, we got so many other things. We didn't get the opportunity to live our dream or whatever. We had to get a job because we had kids or whatever. You could turn that dream machine on again. Turn it on. Dream. And I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. I'm going to give you a formula for dreaming big and hitting those dreams with your goals, guys. I'm so excited about this. And number 7, be consistent. We all know nothing can be done without discipline. Nothing can be done without building consistently every single day. And we're not talking about, going out there and spending 80 hours a week in this thing. You don't have to do that. You can spend 5 to 10 hours a week building your part-time business. But when you do build part-time, 5 to 10 hours, give it everything you got, Just fit it into that time. Just say, look, this is my focus time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, I'm bringing as many guests as I can and have my team bring as many guests as I can. And Thursdays, I'm going to be there getting trained with my team. I'm going to learn these trainings, and I want to be the one that's eventually teaching them in the long run. I'll tell you what, those are the people that make the big money, guys, the ones that show up. You can beat 70% of people just by showing up, all right? Here they are, the 7 steps to success. These are the, we kind of narrowed it down over my 15 years experience, all the $1 million coaches that I've had in the industry, over $500,000 invested in personal development and learning this industry and becoming successful. We all know in business, you got to invest, right? And so these are the steps. So I implore you, if you're taking notes, you want to learn these steps like the back of your hand because this is what's going to create success for you. Number 1, we're working on launching a lot of this stuff this month. So it may not be exactly in order this month, but I know AC Green and, Rudy Salai, they're 100% on board of bringing you the best training and getting you started with the foundations of a new person and then bringing those foundations to you and blowing it up, guys. So number 1, we're going to start with commit to a new marketer training. So anytime you bring on a new marketer, and I implore you, if you're new or if you're even seasoned in the business, go through it yourself, right? Learn it. And the best way to learn is to teach it after you've done it yourself. So we're going to talk about that on next week's call. What is the new marketer training? We're going to take you through A to Z. How do you build your business in a foundation? So you're going to want to have as many new people on that call from now to then, to next Thursday as possible, because you're going to have someone who has the experience to train them and bring and get your new people launched off for the year, get them paid and promoted, which ultimately obviously moves you up in rank, right? So number 2, commit to 2 exposures a day. Now, this business is based on duplication, right? If you think about it, if you go out there and you do 2 a day, let's say 5 days a week, okay, that's 10 exposures a week. You do that in a month, that's 40 exposures. An exposure is just showing someone the information with a third-party tool, okay? Meaning a video or a presentation like we're going to have on Tuesday, anything but your mouth. You don't want to be necessarily telling them the story. You can tell them why you're doing something, but then invite them to a third-party piece of information that tells the story for you, right? Because people don't want to be sold, right? I don't want to be sold. But if you say, hey, I'm doing this to earn extra money for my family, 2020 was a hard year, for COVID, for a lot of people, I'm looking not only how I can earn some extra money, but how I can help some people. It would mean a lot to me if you could just show up to this Tuesday night with Mr. Rudy Salaya and just check out what I'm looking at for 45 minutes. And they'd be like, okay, and they show up. So anyway, commit to doing that twice a day, inviting people out to look at your information. Number 3, commit to inviting to an opportunity event once a week. So we're going to be putting this in place every Tuesday. We're going to be doing a global overview with the best people in the business, people that have earned 6 figures, and people that knows this business like the back of their hand. All right? I'm too excited. I got to take a drink of water. Thank you, guys. All right. Number 4, attend a weekly academy training. So we're doing this. This is your place to get trained. This is Money Making Thursday, right? You show up, you take notes, and this is where you're going to get trained. If you did any job, right, or you went, how long did you spend in college if you're a professional in any sort? You spent 4 years, and you paid to go to college, right? You didn't get anything back, right? So, look, you're going to invest a little bit of time. And I promise you, this is for your own good, right? The more you invest in this business, the harder it is to break it off. And that's what we want. We want you to succeed. We don't want you to just make a donation to the company, right? We want you to come in here and do what you set out to do. And so that it requires showing up to a training like this, every Thursday for 45 minutes. This is your McDonald's University. This is where you learn network marketing and how to learn from others that are making 6 figures and up to millions of dollars in this industry. Okay, Thursday nights. 5, commit to personal development. If you may have heard there's no secret sauce to this business. There's one. It's called personal development. Okay, here's some ideas. Everything changed for me when I changed what I looked at, what I heard, and what I was reading and who I was hanging out with. Okay, so I started reading books on recruiting, leadership, influence, communication. Over the last 15 years, I've read over 600 books, and it's changed my life, guys. I can tell you that's the equivalent of a college education. And here's the thing, you might go, 600 books, how's that even possible? 10 pages of a good book a day. Think about that. 10 pages of a good book a day is 300 pages a month. That's a book a month, right? Over 15 years, 12 books a year. I mean, it adds up pretty quick, guys. It's funny when you chunk it down to just little bits, right? You do that little bit every single day, and you don't even see the difference that it's making. But then all of a sudden you show up and someone's like, man, you're different. What's up with you? You're walking different, right? You're a little bit more positive. Yeah, you're like, I got a little bit more money in my bank account, right? So here's the thing, guys. We want to commit to personal development. That's going to be part of our system, right? 6, find a workout partner. So this is just like in the gym, guys. Now, I'd venture to say we can all kind of picture the same thing as a visual for working out, right? If you're not physically impaired or something like that. But we all know the mechanics of working out, right? That if we're at the gym, those last 2 repetitions are the hardest. But guess what? You get the most growth in those last 2 repetitions. They say 80% comes in those last 2 reps. So guess what? If you have someone there with you to help you, lift you up, to encourage you, to push you a little further, do you not go a little bit further and try a little bit harder? And so that's something we're going to be implementing within the 7 steps of success, is helping you in your leadership or as a brand new person find a workout partner. And number 7, be here a year from now. Oh, that sounds like a loaded one, right, Silver? We guarantee that if you commit to these steps and you show up every day, a year from now, your life will be a better, and business will be much better. You can beat 70% of the masses just by showing up for your own success and dreams. All right, guys? So those are the 7 steps of success. I try and blaze through those as quick as I can so we can get to the real meat and potatoes of the training here. So here's what I learned in network marketing. This is the foundation. Follow the leader until you can lead the followers, until you can lead the leaders. Follow the leader. So if you're brand new, follow the leader. I'd venture to say I'm a leader on this call. I'm going to point you in the right direction, how to have success. Mr. Rudy Salaya, Mr. AC Green, you got some incredible leaders, that are here to contribute to your success, that you're going to see on these trainings and that you're going to see on Tuesday nights and for our bigger Saturday event. So follow the leader until you can lead the followers, okay? You're going to eventually build a team, and these are going to be people that you built up enough in personal development and learning these steps, and you're going out and you're practicing the way to expose a person properly and building up the confidence that people are going to follow you eventually. And you're going to be able to teach them eventually. And then what's going to happen is your business, you're going to grow in your business. You're going to become a leader. And your leaders are going to develop and you're going to be able to, you're going to be a leader of leaders. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. But it's incredible. I'll tell you, there's some sort of feeling that that's absolutely incredible when you see your team go collect a six-figure check, or where you see them go and they were a stay-at-home, or they were a business owner that was working 80 hours a week, and now they can stay at home with their grandkids and babysit their 12 grandkids for their kids, because they can stay at home and make a full-time income. They don't have to spend 80 hours a week. Do you guys know how many restaurant owners and entrepreneurs are out there right now that are struggling? They're praying for something. So this is your opportunity to go out there and build your business, right? This year is going to be none other, okay? So why? This is one of the most important foundations that I've learned in my business. Why are you doing this? Do you want more money? I've heard the saying, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there, right? So you need to really focus this year. And I'm going to help you by writing down your vision statement. So if you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. Today is December 31st, 2021. Today is December 31st, 2021. My life looks like this. And you're going to write it as detailed as possible. What do you want your life to look like by the end of this year? Have a vision for your life. We can move in that direction, and it can be a dream, guys. It can be a dream. I'm going to teach you how to break down your goals too, okay? We want to get as detailed as possible. We want to write down this vision statement. Do you want to give more to your place of worship? I know so many people on here are people of faith, and they want to give more, right? They want to see, I can't tell you the ripple effect that this business makes. I've seen my life turn around where I never had a thought of contributing to building huts in Africa and schools in Africa, but because I helped someone who helped someone and they built a 6-figure income, a 7-figure income, they turn around and build schools in Africa. And I'm like, whoa, because this 23-year-old with purple hair got started, and I knew why I was doing this, but it creates such a bigger impact. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast today. It's kind of funny. He said he was just messing around with his friends. He was dabbling in this podcast thing with his business, right? And he said, I just started talking to people about things that I cared about. And let alone, it's not only the biggest podcast in the world now, it's the biggest media conglomerate, just Joe Rogan and his podcast engineer, in the entire world now. But he had a guy on, he cared about a subject about saving the dolphins and things in captivity, right? And he just shared that, and he didn't know 5 years ago that his life was going to make that ripple effect, that they were going to change laws in Canada now, basically shutting down and restricting people from doing, those types of shows. So I implore you, you may not know for yourself what you're going to get going into this business. Your dream machine may be limited, right? But you got to start dreaming again. I dreamed to get in this business to make a couple extra $1,000s a month to start replacing that income I was losing in my hair business, right? I didn't think I was going to go out and make $1 million in this thing, but I started to dream again. And when I started to show up and I hit those little wins, guess what? Those little wins led me to believe that I can go out there and create bigger wins, guys. So you got to know why. And you want to start that with writing. Today is December 31st, 2021, and be as detailed as possible. When you know why, the hows will eventually appear. Okay, I want to share one last thing on this why for you that's important. Have you ever gone out there and tried to think of like a singer or an actor's name and you couldn't think of it, and the next day you're walking around and you're like, Prince, Michael Jackson, AC Green, whatever, who else? It pops in your mind, right? You were like, I wasn't even thinking about that. Where the hell did that come from, right? That's called your subconscious mind, guys. So here's the thing. When you know why, the hows will appear. Your subconscious mind starts looking for things that will attract into that space, right? Because hey, this is what I'm going to accomplish by the end of the year. But if you're not showing that to yourself every single day, how will your brain know what to look for? Okay? So I've seen the most incredible things show up in my life. Your brain starts going, oh, that person would be good for my business. They look like they have a good energy. And there's something that happens with divinity, and I don't want to get into spirituality in this, but it all connects, guys. I have a firm belief that God wants you to succeed in this business, okay? But are you willing to take the reins? Are you willing to move forward and make that happen? Are you willing to write down a little thing about why you're doing this and look at it every day and say, you know what, I'm going to start focusing my energy on that, right? So when you know why, the hows will eventually appear, okay? So there's a difference between goals and dreams, okay? We all know that. Dreams are things that seem unattainable, right? But goals are more things that are a little bit more attainable, okay, that we can break down in a specific method. So I'm going to teach you how to break down your goals today in something called a SMART goals format, okay? So SMART goals is a acronym for number one, something that's specific. So you got to be specific about what you want, right? If you want $10,000, be specific about that. I want $10,000. Is it measurable? $10,000 is measurable, right? Is it actionable? Can you do something about it? I want to earn $10,000 by following the Elite 7 system in Suponic and with Team Elite. Is it realistic? Have you ever earned $10,000 in your business? If not, maybe you want to start with $1,000. Maybe you want to break it down, something that's a little bit more attainable, right? If you've never recruited anybody, maybe I want to recruit 2 people and just start with smaller goals, incremental goals, right? Is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it actionable? Is it realistic? And does it have a timing element? And I want to accomplish this in the next 90 days. Just know, guys, you got to inspect what you expect. Your next 90 days, this business is built on 90-day runs, okay? So the next 90 days, maybe set yourself some goals, right? Hey, I want to build a business of 50 people in the next 90 days in my Suponic business by showing up to these Tuesday night events to bring guests and Thursday to get trained, right? And so now we've broken that down into SMART goals: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timing. So now I want to kind of change gears, guys. I want to show you some of the things that I learned in network marketing, right? It's an interesting world because we found out, if you look at the Social Security Administration's statistics, most people by the time they're 65 years old are reliant on their friends, family, or federal government for some type of aid for just food, clothing, and shelter. Now, I don't know about you. I didn't come from a financially independent family. I came from a working family, right? My stepdad was a police officer. My mom was a secretary. My dad's been a computer engineer. It's like, I had a little bit of entrepreneurial influences just from the books I read and some of the kind of, directions that I ended up in life and kind of luck along the way being ping pong. But I want to show you a realistic view of how you're going to be able to build your business and what you're looking at when you're out there, in the world building your business, right? Because not everyone's going to get it. But I want to show you there is a formula for people to go out there and look for people that are going to be successful. Now, we tell you when you're building your list, don't discriminate, because someone can always lead you to that next person, right? They may make a donation to your business, right? And say, hey, this isn't just for me. I'm just going to hold on to the crypto and play the games. And that's cool. Everything's going to be built on customers here, right? But they can lead you to someone in this business. So here's the thing. 27% of the people that you talk to and out there in the world are unmotivated, right? This is just how the world breaks down. If you look at the Social Security Administration and things like that, statistically, these are the people that want to blame the world for their problems. They don't want to take personal responsibility, right? They want to collect a check and eat potato chips. And that's okay. Look, people sometimes need help. We're not all born with even playing field, right? I understand that. But I'm talking about taking responsibility versus blaming everybody, okay? So 27% of the people are going to be unmotivated. And you're going to share these people with your business. They're going to go, that's a pyramid. And you're going to go, okay, dude, I'll talk to you later. Don't even spend your time. You don't need to put on your Suponic Defender cape. You don't need to go into fight or flight. Just say, hey, thanks. I appreciate you telling me that this isn't for you. Now I can go on to the next person, right? 60% of people that you talk to are motivatable, okay? That means they're up and down all the time, okay? They get excited to go, hey, AC, I'm going to be the #1 builder in your business. And then you call them up and they join the witness protection program the next day. Right? If you've had that happen, you can leave me a heck yes in the comments. And it's just part of the business. Just understand it's part of how things are done, right? People are up and down. And this is the masses, guys. Marketing companies build multi-billion-dollar empires on these people. Look at that. That's 87% of the people you're going to talk to out there, you know. But I'll tell you what, I was motivatable when I got started in this. I was up and down, right? I was excited one minute, and then I go to my sponsor, and I'm like, I don't know if this works. The guy I just recruited quit. And he's like, man, just show up. Just show up and show up and show up, and it'll happen for you. And I was like, well, he's the one making 6 and 7 figures. Maybe I should just listen to him. If you buy someone's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. I had to look at the people that were telling me that this wasn't going to work and look at what they had. Did I want that, or do I want what this guy's got, right? And look, not everything is freaking, you know, glitter and gold and success, but it's about contribution and the things that you can do, guys. Look, it takes 2 to 5 years to succeed. 2 to 5 years to succeed. If you write this down, 2 to 5 years to succeed, but it takes a lifetime to fail, because you got to keep making the same dumb choices every day. And maybe you don't know, and that's okay. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? But I want to put myself around the people that do know. How do you build this business? How do you become successful, right? So it takes 2 to 5 years to succeed, to show up to the right people, reading the right things, putting yourself in the right environment, right? And it happened for me, guys. And I don't say that like, you know, just like, it's unbelievable to me sometimes. I look in the mirror, I go, dude, we're here. Like, this is crazy. You know, I was just that kid 5 years ago. And how quickly does 5 years go by, right? You're going to work anyways. You might as well work at something that's going to set you free, right? You become the 5 people you hang out with most, you know? So anyways, the next, here's the thing. And to go from unmotivatable to motivatable is not that difficult, right? We get off the couch, we start taking a little bit of responsibility for our life, maybe go get a job, whatever. But to go from motivatable to this next category, 10% of the people you talk to are going to be self-motivated, right? So these are the people that you say, hey, I got something I want to show you. Can I talk to you tomorrow for 15 minutes, right? I want to show you a video on Zoom or whatever. I want to invite you to a presentation. And when you invite them there, they show up because they're people of responsibility, right? These are your entrepreneurs. These are your people that are self-employed or that runs clienteles, right? Or if they're at the top of the job market, right? They're at the very top of the job market because they're responsible for other people. These are people who take personal responsibility. Maybe they read a few books every year, you know? So you may be finding yourself in one of these categories. Are you up and down all the time? Or are you someone that shows up? Are you someone who's going to show up on Tuesday with guests? Are you going to show up next Thursday and have your team there getting trained, right? Those are the people that succeed in life, and it's in this Social Security Administration. There's the top 10% that make over $100,000 a year, right? So here's the thing, guys. This is where you may be in your business, but ultimately where you want to be and where your business, follow the leader until you can lead the followers, until you can lead the leaders. You ultimately want to be this 3% of a motivator, someone that changes the world, guys, someone that out there that has a vision, someone that's out there that's making a ripple effect and changing people's lives. Now, look, it's not easy to get there. No one's born there. You know, people have certain gifts, but are you working those gifts? Are you honing those gifts? Are you reading the right things? You know, are you surrounding yourself with the right people? I implore you, look at your 5 best friends or the 5 people you spend out most of your time with. Are they where you want to be financially? Do they have the relationships that you want in life? Do they have the spiritual life that you want? And if they're not, it might be time for some new surroundings. It might be time to spend more time on some calls like this where you can get a different perspective. Then you can start to seek those things out. And you may go, Silver, look, I don't know how to get those friends. I didn't have any millionaire friends when I was 23 with purple hair down on my nose, you know? But over time, my mindset changed. My finances changed. My circle of influence changed. I can call up so many cool, amazing people that are contributing on a high level that are earning tons of money now, you know? And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe these are my friends. All the top 1% speakers in this industry that I've learned to speak from and that I've learned this information from, and now I get to deliver it to you. So I'm so excited, guys, to be here. So here's the thing. We're going to wrap it up with the 2, 2, and 2, okay? So if you're taking notes, write this stuff down. 2 philosophies, 2 goals, and 2 action steps. Let me take a drink of water while you write that down. 2 philosophies, 2 goals, and 2 action steps. All right, guys, here we go. 2 philosophies. When you're out there prospecting, here's your first philosophy. Friends first, okay? When you're going out there and you're building your list of people, that list is going to be with you at all times, right? We've all heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together, right? This business is built on best friends. I say, hey, who are your 10 easiest people and who are your 10 best people when you're building your list? Your 10 easiest people are your best friends typically. I got recruited into this industry by my best friend. He said, hey, we're going to Las Vegas and I'm paying for everything. He said, oh, by the way, we're going to stop by this convention for a couple hours. I was in the convention for 2 days for 12 hours a day. But I thank him. I thank God that he introduced me to that, that company that got me started in this industry. It's changed my life, right? I mean, I thought it was an occult initially, but then I realized my brain was dirty. I needed brainwashing. I wanted to be successful, right? So here's the thing, guys. You're out there to just show people your business. You're not looking for, you're not trying to recruit people. You're not trying to sell people. You're out there to show them and see if they get it. Do you get what I get here? I'm excited about this thing, and so if they don't get it and it's not for them, here's the thing. People only don't sign up in your business for 2 reasons. They don't have enough information to make an informed decision, okay? Or the time is just not right in their life. So very rarely is it ever a hard no. So, I've recruited my best friends 8 years into this business when they saw I was making, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they didn't get started with me in the beginning, when I said, hey, let's go. So I just said, hey, no problem, man. You know what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing it. When you're ready, let me know. And then I said, do you mind if I just keep you updated with my success? And I come back to him and say, hey, bro, I made $1,000 this month. He's like, cool, good for you, bro. I got 8 nutrition shops, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Hey, bro, I made $10,000 2 years in. He said, good job, man. I got 8 nutrition shops, right? 5 years later, he said, bro, all my nutrition shops got shut down because Amazon and freaking 5 competitors opened in this area. I need to make some extra money. You still doing that thing? Yeah, bro, I'm still doing this thing. I'm making 6 figures now. Come on board. I'll show you what to do. But I didn't let it get between us, right? Because we're friends. So when you're going out there prospecting people, you're just showing them. So friends first is the philosophy, guys, okay? Business is built on best friends. Here's the second philosophy. Believe in everyone, wait on no one, okay? You're going to have people that come in your business that say, hey, I'm going to build this with you. I'm going to do it. And a lot of people, when they get in, they get their first 2 people and they go, all right, I'm going to sit on my throne, go to work, make me some money. That's not how it works, guys. You attract what you are, not what you want. You attract what you are, not what you want. So you want a top recruiter on your team, go be a top recruiter. You want someone that works consistently, go be consistent, right? We got 3 things in this business that make us successful. And you're going to learn to put your filters on as you become a leader in this business to look for these 3 factors, okay? And I want to have these factors myself. Number 1, I need a burning desire. I need a burning desire every day to get up and be successful in this business and to be at the top of my game in this thing. Number 2, I need a willingness to work and a willingness to follow the system, right? I need to be able to go out there and do the work. I'm going to show you how to do the work, though, guys. It's really simple. The work is really simple. This thing, anybody can do it. It's more how you do the hows, okay? And third, last but not least, you need to be coachable, okay? Coachability. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Michael Jordan. I don't care if you're Magic Johnson. I don't care if you're AC Green. I don't care if you're Rudy Salaya. I don't care if you're Silver Fisher. I don't care if you're Michael Jackson. All the top people in the world have coaches, right? So we've got to have a coach to get better at this thing. My voice, I'm a little excited here. Can you feel it? All right. So believe in everyone, wait on no one. You got to be doing A-level activity every single day. Do your 2 a day. Follow 7 steps to success. Show up and be an example of how you want your team to show up. You want guests on Tuesday? Show up with guests. You want to be trained on Thursday? Show up and get trained and take notes. I want the most excited team. I want the most successful team. I don't know about you. 2 goals. Number 1, become an influential leader in your prospect and in your team's life. How do you do this? Number 1, always positive, right? Always positive. Birds of a feather flock together, like we said, right? Positive attracts positive, okay? Number 2, communicate consistently. Who calls you all the time, right? Who are your best friends? Aren't you talking all the time? Working on things? Who gets things done in the workplace? The people that are talking and communicating consistently, right? So that's why we're setting up a system to communicate to the field, to you, and to your team consistently to do the right thing. And number 3, I do what I say. I do what I say. I live a life of responsibility. And if I screw up, I make a mistake, okay, I go and I try and fix it right away. I try and take responsibility for it, right? I live a life of responsibility. Now I want you to think about this. Think about this, guys. Look at those 3 things. How many people in your life do you have that do those 3 things to you? It's probably pretty rare. It's probably pretty rare. There's not a lot of people that are always positive, that are communicating with you consistently, and that actually do what they say. You can beat out the masses. You can become an incredible leader in this business if you're just those 3 things. You can build financial freedom beyond your dreams, guys, if you learn to become those 3 things. Leave your political opinions off Facebook. Nobody wants to hear it. Everybody's got their opinion. A person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still, right? So we go out there and we're positive. Hey, man, that's cool that you think that. You're right. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to go build my business. You don't have to be agreeable. Just you don't have to disagree. Go out there. People want to do business with people that are excited, that are winners, right? That are looking for the next level of success in life. All right. Number 2, the next goal with your team and with the people that you bring on board is meet everyone they know as quickly as possible. So you become an influence in their life. You communicate with them consistently, genuinely care for them and for their best interests. And then I want to go and build an influence. And look, if someone trusts you, like you, and respect you, they're going to introduce you to the people that they know. And when you get good at showing people this information and you kind of have a detached expectancy, right? I don't care if someone signs up in my business or not, because I'm going to go show 10 more over the next week, right? It's like, do you get it or no? Do you get it or no? Do you get it or no? Right? And so that's what we're doing with their people. And now obviously I'm doing this with enthusiasm. I'm doing it with knowingness and belief that I'm going to succeed here, right? I'm going to transfer that because that transfers to people. But I want to get into that network as soon as possible, because chances are, they, according to that pyramid of before, they may be in one of those other levels, right? That may be up and down all the time. So I got to find that next player, and guess what? They're going to be happy that I'm helping them build their team too, right? They're not going to be sad that I helped them recruit 5 people on their team. So that's something that we're going to be focusing on a lot, guys, is helping that new person get paid and promoted, right? Get them a belief check. Here's the 2 action steps, and then we're going to wrap up. There's only 2 action steps in this business. You're going to trip out. You're going to trip out. Number 1, schedule appointments to show your business. Schedule appointments to show your business. So after training like this, man, I got my phone, I got my list, I started calling people. I'm like, hey, bro, what are you doing right now? Hey, I got to show you something I'm working on. It's only 7 o'clock where we're at. Can I send you to a Facebook page? Can I send you to a video? Can I send you to a PowerPoint really quick to check out? Man, I'm so excited about this thing for 2021 that's going to change my life. I just heard from a guy who's earned millions of dollars in the space that I'm learning. And I just want you to look at it and just give me your opinion. I've always respected you as a positive person, right? Schedule appointments. And guess what? Number 2, show your business. Show it. Schedule appointments and show it to them. And then guess what? What do you like best? Do you like what you see? Does it make sense? Do you want a game? Do you want to make extra money with me? Yes or no? Hey, we're going to be setting up a system too of leadership that's going to be helping you close people out, so you can eventually learn how to do that for your team. That's how you learn it, right? You get in training with someone else that's successful as a leader, that's going to teach you how to do the business, and you're going to rise up. That's how that 23-year-old kid with purple hair down to his nose, became successful in this industry and is now here teaching you guys. So I'm so excited, guys, to be a part of this team and to be able to share with you. We have a completely new training next Thursday that I'm going to bring you. This was just a New Year's kickoff to give you a little taste of what you're in for in learning this business and going to the next level. So look it. The only reason we have these events and trainings is to promote the next event. Okay? We got Tuesday night. It's an incredible event. This is the first and last time ever it's going to be this type of event. And it's Mr. Rudy Salaya kicking off the new year. People kind of shake off the new year around mid-January. Okay? So there's no reason that you can't go back to everybody that you were with over the holidays, or that you didn't get the opportunity to call and say, hey, look, I just wanted to reach out to you. I didn't get to talk to you during the holidays. How are things? How are the kids? All right, cool. Hey, really quick, next Tuesday, I'm doing a launch for my business. They're doing a global launch. I'm looking to change my life in 2021. Can you do me a favor if I send you information on Tuesday and just show up for 30, 45 minutes and just watch what I'm doing? And they might go, what is it? You can say, I can't explain it. I got to show you. Just show up on the thing. It's 45 minutes. You don't have to say anything. Just watch and invite them. You know, we got incredible promotions for people that invite people out and get people on that thing that we're going to be launching this month, guys. So, you know, let's go out there and make this the best 2021 that it can be. I'm here for your success. I'm here for your support. I believe in people like Mr. AC Green and their incredible heart for this business. I believe in people like Mr. Rudy Salaya, who's going to be doing the training next Tuesday, or I'm sorry, the opportunity presentation next Tuesday, 1/12/21. Get as many people as you can there. And thank you for tonight. Once again, my name is Silver Fisher. I'm going to pass it back to Mr. AC Green to wrap everything up. So